Hey guys, I'm really excited about some new reels that have just come in from Europe. Roger Mortimer got in touch with me and said that he'd been testing them over there and was very impressed with them. They're beautifully built, they're very nice weight, feel really good in your hand, low profile, and there's 7 models I've been sent over to check out and assess, but I'm, on first looks, really super impressed. They've got a full mag control system on them. On the S line, that's the shuttle line, which has the CT frame, beautifully built reel, right up to the 7000, which has got the level wind on. They go from the 55, 65 right up to the 7000 range in reel size. Anyhow, we're going to take one to bits. Okay, let's have a closer look at the S line, that's the shuttle 656 SCM Akios. It's got this beautiful CT frame, which is a very low profile frame. You can see how it's been designed. Whoever has designed and worked on these reels has been a tournament caster at real high grade. Beautifully designed so you can get your thumb nicely across the spool. Very high quality chrome work on the casings. You've got your mag control here and also a clicker, which is really good for the surf, of course. You've got your button press just like on the old Abus. Everything's really put together nicely, very smooth drag system. So what I'm going to do now, let's have a look inside, see what we're getting. So I take the 3 holding screws off the working side. I've not been in, I'm doing this while we're watching. Okay, there's your, it's a very familiar look to everything, except it's real high quality metal. I noticed instantly that it's got a real nice heavy shaft, which is going to offer the real good stability, and it's also nicely lubed up for us. Okay, let's have a look at the spool. Okay, there's our spool. We've got our spacer in place here. Got centrifugal brakes, there's your bearings, just that very familiar pattern that we've got. And then we look inside, the reel. This really well built frame. There's our mag control, there's our pin retainer. We've got 4 rare earth magnets in the spool. In the reel. Might need to pull some of them out. We'll know more once we've had a chance to work with it, but basically that's the breakdown. I wanted to share it with you and show you whilst I did it. I'm very impressed with the way everything's built. I think this is going to have a wonderful market over here. This reel is the 757 CS. These are a cheaper version reel, beautifully made again, very solid casings. Everything feels, you know, very familiar. A lot of you are going to really know what this feels like once you pick it up. It feels very similar to the old 7000s. I notice instantly that there's more weightiness to it. There's a lot more metal in these reels than what we're used to of late with some of the manufacturers who are always cutting. This is a very sturdy feel to the reel. I'm going to take it a bit so we can have a look inside again. The 7000 is 757, great reel for decent sized fish caught from the surf. They cast really well, this design. There's a lot of weight there, there's a lot of metal in here, which was, I mean, there's no plastic, you can feel it straight away in the gear sections. You've got 4 centrifugal brakes in place. You've got that real heavy shaft giving the real stability again. Coming across a lot thicker shaft than what we're used to. But it needs it on a spool that size to give the actual spool stability. Frame's very well put together. Very familiar feel to it. Super level wind system, and again, beautiful chroming job. Everything feels nice. I think it's going to be a reel that's going to appeal to many certain boat fishermen and people wanting to cast heavy stuff into the surf. Real good reel. It's the Akios 757 CS. Just a couple more reels I wanted to show you about the Akios line. We've got this 5500 SCM, beautiful again, very low profile, really nice reel. It's going to do real well on the tournament field, I know it. But that's exactly the same as the one we just had. Let me pull that out of the way and I'll show you this one. This one is the 656 CSM mag control. This has got a so it's a one-turn mag on off. Again, you got your primaries. Really nice reel, level wind, beautiful chrome job. Just want to show you inside it. Again, we've got that heavy shaft, not quite as heavy on the 7000 as the 7000. Nicely put together, really good quality chrome. We've got a centrifugal brake system, and we've got the mag control, 4 rare earth mags inside. I'll show you a couple more of the reels in the Akios range. We've got this 555 CSM. It's got the CT frame, beautifully put together, very low profile again here. Mag control. This is going to be a real win-win on the tournament field as well as on the fishing. I mean, you've got the clicker, so for the fishermen it's ideal, but I know the tournament boys will be taking them clickers off, and I mean, this is a really beautiful reel, beautifully made. So let's have a look in this reel here. So let me take that one out of the way. I want to show you the 656 CSM. It's got the level wind on it, mag control, but this one's got a clicker on it. It's like one turn on, one turn off. You got your primary adjuster here. Let's have a look inside. Here we go. Again, you got the nice shaft held in place in the primary. Got 2 sets of brakes again. We've got the centrifugal brakes on the free floating spool, and then we've got the mag brakes inside with 4 rare earth mags in it. There's your level wind spool. Really beautifully put together, really nice. I just wanted to show you a quick product comparison between the 656 CSM and the 6500 Abu Garcia. So that's the 656 CSM made by Akios, and this is the 6500 by Abu Garcia. First off, you can see that we've got the 2 primaries on this reel, which I've always loved. I hate just one primary. You can never center the reel correctly. You have to rely on the manufacturer to get that right, but with the 2 primaries you got that advantage. Plus, of course, you got the mag control on this one here on the Akios. Instantly you can feel a difference in the quality and weight. This one is, I just weighed it, it's like 7 ounces heavier than the Abu Garcia. It's because of the extra metal that's in it. Let's pull this side plate off. Just have a look so we can get a comparison. Okay, so that's that side plate off. That's that one. So let's have a look. First off, we notice the spindle on the Akios is a lot thicker. That's really important because when you're casting, it's the spindle which distorts and throws the spool up against the frame in a lot of cases. So this is giving the spool stability that we need when you're power casting. Of course, again, the weight of the whole unit feels a lot better. Then we look at the actual spool. Actually, spool weight's about the same, to be honest. They're both very, very similar. In fact, they're identical in size. So the spool weight's very similar, which is really, again, important. So what you've got is the machinery around the spool. The non-casting stuff is very solid and very well made, but the spool weight, which is critical when you're talking about distance, they've kept that light as the Abu Garcia. So the gain is we've got the light spool weight, which is not going to deter from the speed of the sinker going away at the beginning of the cast. All the rest of it, there you go. So I think reel for reel you will soon find the superior quality that we've been looking for with the Akios. We used to find it in the Abu Garcias years ago, but Akios have brought it back, and we're very pleased to have these reels and to be able to look at them. I'll be keeping you up to speed anyhow. We've got them here at the shop if any of you are coming by and want to have a look.